Hi, John Lundholm with Change Dynamics, trainer, instructional designer. I want to show you 3 quick things using PowerPoint for designing online learning. 3 things to make it better. Now here's the original PowerPoint that was presented to me, and this is from the hospital. This is the front page with the pretty typical list of objectives there, and I do apologize if anyone is squeamish about medical stuff. This is about urinary tract infections. But here's the first page, objectives. Second page was the overview and just information about how bad UTIs are. And I think this is there to motivate people to want to learn. They start out with more overview. I'll just mention on this picture, in no way illustrates what the material is here, doesn't add to it, doesn't explain to it. It should be replaced with something more important, more meaningful, and then get us into the content. So here's how I changed it up. Very first page, real life scenario, real life situation which a caregiver is likely to encounter. Patient's wife is not going home because of a UTI. Patient's husband has questions. How are you going to answer them? This is really likely to happen to a caregiver. So here's his questions, and learners were instructed earlier that if they press on this, they'll get the information they need. So here's the information. This was in the overview before, and now it's in that context of where it's needed. Another question, the husband, is it serious? Same information, meaningful context. How did it happen? Now, all this information that was in there before gives a reason why the caregiver has to know it, because they might actually be asked these questions, and they need to know this. Then it's only after the challenge that the learners will see the objectives. And in this case, doing their part to reduce catheter-acquired UTIs. And here's the actions, the behaviors that are linked to that objective. At the end of the original, they had a series of multiple choice questions. I got rid of those, and instead I put these. These are questions that actually come up in patient care. And here's my philosophy. Don't ask a question on a quiz if it's not likely to be asked in real life. This is likely to be asked in real life. Can I use a catheter on this patient? If they answer it, they get immediate feedback. If they answer it incorrectly, she would have gone to here. Immediate feedback. Your patient developed a preventable urinary tract infection, and the information why. And then they would go on from here to a series of other questions. So here's the 3 things. Create motivation by creating a challenge. Put them in a situation that they're likely to encounter in real life. Use objectives that are meaningful and that are tied to behaviors. Now, sometimes the behaviors or the objectives read list, explain, describe, and there is a place for those. But as much as possible, get it down to behaviors, actions that they need to take. And third, use real-life situations to test knowledge. Put it there, again, meaningful questions, questions they are actually likely to have to answer. So that's it, and there's a lot more I could go through on that original PowerPoint, but for now, on this video, just those 3 things.